Hey everyone, this is Hailey from Cartooners, and the book RWBY After the Fall just came out, like literally today. And let me say before I upload my more complete thoughts on the novel, that I loved it. It did so much for not just Team Coffee, but for the world of Remnant as a whole. I know we are going to see Vacuo eventually in the show, but I really hope it lives up to how it was depicted in the book. But anyways, my first video on this novel is about one of my favorite things to talk about, semblances. I am happy to report that we learn about every member of Coffee's semblance. And when I say learn, I mean the story goes pretty in depth with each of them. Just one of the many reasons I love the book. However, as is likely obvious, this video is going to spoil some stuff, as I not only talk about each team member's semblance, but also their backstory. I'm also going to go in order of the acronym, so that means we start with Coco. And her semblance is to enhance dust, which she calls hype. She can enhance anything made with dust, but mostly she uses her semblance to enhance the bullets that shoot out from her weapon. Her weapon is a purse that turns into a Gatling gun called Gyanduha. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but it's a type of chocolate. Coco is really into designer clothing, and this makes her popular wherever she goes. We get to see a lot of this in the book, and she knows exactly what she is doing. She has two brothers, one younger named Mate, and one older named Toma, and she has a phobia for dark and enclosed spaces. When she was a little kid, she played hide and seek with her brothers. One day she hid under the sink, and her brothers never found her. When she tried to open the cabinet door, she realized it was stuck. And it took a lot of screaming for her father to realize she was in there and to eventually get her out. So that's her backstory, and we don't learn too much, but it was interesting for what we did learn. Now on to Fox, who we learn a lot about. So despite being blind, Fox's semblance allows him to communicate telepathically. He is also able to track where his classmates are in relation to himself over short distances. His aura allows him to orient himself in his environment without vision, which is a high-level technique according to Coco, which implies that others can do this as well. So that's my headcanon for how Adam could see in Volume 6 when he had a blindfold on. If there is an actual reason for that already and we already know that, please let me know in the comments because I do not know how he was able to see and I really want to know, so that's my headcanon for the moment for that. But basically, Fox can detect other people's minds and can tell when someone is watching him. His weapon is called Sharp Retribution, which are bladed tonfas. He has these earbuds, also known as Ada, or the Accessibility Dialogue Assistant, that listens to his commands and will help him in battle, and can send out pulses to help Fox navigate. It's very cool to see these things used for people that would be considered disabled. His semblance may help him out a lot, but he still relies on Ada, especially in battle. I do wonder if he knew about the technology that Maria used in Volume 6, which we saw. I'm sure that was a lot more expensive, but those goggles would actually allow him to see, so that would be cool for him. But anyways, he doesn't like talking out loud, but he can do so when needed. And he likes being a prankster, which I don't think a lot of us guessed, from judging from the little bit we saw of him in Volume 3 and 2. But he turns out he's super funny, so definitely read the book to get a lot of good Fox material. Born in the Kanite tribe, he grew up as an orphan ever since his parents and uncle died. The tribe took care of him after his uncle Copper was killed. His uncle was the only one who did not treat him as a fragile kid who couldn't take care of himself. But since he grew up as an orphan, he never really had the need to show emotions, and he often has trouble expressing them in the book. And one other thing I want to mention, because it just bugged me a little bit, but it might be nothing, and I just could be like worrying about this for no reason, but somehow Fox knows what winking is, and often does it after making a joke. I'm wondering if he was able to see that with the auras, because he can see auras, but that's kind of weird if you'd be able to see it through auras, or if there's something else, or somebody taught him what winking was. Because as far as I know, winking is not like a natural thing like smiling or laughing, which I would understand obviously Fox knows how to do, but winking, it's not one of those things. So I'm really curious. Also, that's just a nitpick of the book as a whole. Nothing major at this point. I'll get into more analysis in another video. So on to Velvet. Her weapon is called Anisadora, which if I pronounce wrong, I am sorry. I did not look up all these words. There's a lot of new words in this book. Sorry about that. But it's a camera that uses expensive hard light dust to print photograph weapons. Anisadora is a word used to describe gods that are senders of gifts, one such being Pandora. Therefore, a lot of people have compared her weapon to Pandora's box, which makes a lot of sense because you never know what will come from it. This combined with her semblance photographic memory allows her to wield 3D replicas with skills and moves that would otherwise have taken years of training to master. This is an intelligence type semblance, which is pretty unique. The book does a great job of explaining this. I know Amino Arena revealed this a little bit earlier, but it didn't really make sense to me until now, and the show, as far as I know, didn't really explain it, so this is really cool to learn, finally. When she takes a picture of a student with their weapon, it gets stored in her camera. But once she creates the weapon shown in the image, it gets used up, so each image only works once. This means that once she is no longer with a person, she'll only have a limited number of photos of them, and after she runs out, she can no longer create their weapon. But since hard light dust is expensive, she has to be very selective with the number of photos she takes for each weapon. She went to Pharaoh's combat school, just like Coco, and I'm very sad to say that we learn almost nothing about her before her time at Pharaoh's, which is really unfortunate. I was hoping to learn a lot about her, especially since she is a faunus. But we do learn how important she is to the team, as she is its soul. And finally, we have Yatsuhashi. He unlocked his semblance at 8 years old when he accidentally made his dad forget that he had already given Yatsu his allowance. Whenever he tried to tell someone about his semblance, they would forget, so it was his little secret. And he experimented with it a lot. People most easily forgot stuff that they did not care much about, so it seemed like Yatsu had a good thing going. But then one day, he got jealous of his newborn sister, Hiyoko, and he didn't want to do his chores, so he made his mother forget about them. But she ended up forgetting she had a second child. Eventually, she remembered and Yatsu had to tell her about his semblance, which frightened his parents and his grandfather. Since then, he has been ashamed to use it. That's a very interesting, but almost scary backstory. He is from Vale. Growing up, Yatsu was always the big kid, so people assumed he was stupid or that he was scary. He was always self-conscious of his own strength. In the present, he mostly uses his semblance in direct combat to erase a second or two of his opponent's short-term memories to disorient them. The effect took the same amount of time that was taken from the person to wear off. So if Yatsu takes away a day, it takes a day for the memories to return. His weapon is called Fulcrum, which is a long sword. And that's everyone. We also learned of a few other characters' semblances, but I will save those for my other After the Fall video, which should be up soon after this one. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel since I'll be covering RWBY stuff whenever I can. And if you want to help support the channel, feel free to become a patron. We even have a tier for you to request whatever type of theory video you want. Something new that I just added is that in the description of each video, $3 and up patrons will appear there. So it's just another little thing to get you all the attention you deserve for helping support the channel. Thank you for watching, and have an animated day.